This is about the inbound call flow on ASTPP. For inbound call, first we need a DID number which should be accessible publicly. We can purchase the DID number from a DID provider. We can create the DID on ASTPP from the section of inbound from DIDs. So we can create it from DID section. Here we can see the create option. So before creating the DID, we can see how we can create the DID provider account. So we can go to the account section. From accounts we can get customers. So from customer section we can get create provider option. So from create provider we can create a DID provider account by fill up his details like with the name and email ID, which should be specific for each and every customers and provider. And there are more information which we can fill up as per the provider or as per your requirements. The important thing is here in ASTPP we can see some sections with asterisk sign which we must have to fill up for creating that customer or the provider account. So now we are creating this account by fill up with name and email ID. And we can create this account by saving these details. So now we can see we have successfully created one provider here. Now we will create a DID number here from the section of inbound. As I told before, we can get option create. So from create, we can create a DID number. So for an example, this is my DID number which publicly accessible and I have purchased from a provider. As we have created the provider account, so we can select that provider from this section. Under this DID number we can select the destination. I am selecting here United States as the DID number is starting from one digit. One is the country code for United States. And as I already told before, we must have to fill up those sections where we can see the asterisk sign. Now I'm going to fill up for monthly fee of this DID number. Suppose it is $5. We can see here monthly fee in bracket USD. It means it is in dollar. And the next is billing days. So we can select here the billing type. There are three types of billing: one time recurring and recurring monthly. After selecting one option, we can select billing days accordingly here. So suppose now I'm going to put here for 15 days. After all these details, I'm going to create this DID number by saving it. So you can see here we have successfully added this DID number in our ASTPP server. So now customer has to purchase this DID number so that customer can make an inbound call through ASTP. So I am going to showing you how customer can purchase this DID number from his portal. So now I am going to log in with one of our customer from this admin portal. We can see there is already one customer with the name of default, so he can log into his portal, and from the section of inbound, from deeds, he can purchase the DID which we have created on our admin portal. So on his customer portal he can see the option purchase. By clicking on it, he have to select a country. After selecting the country, customer portal will have option available DIDs. So from that, customer has to click on the DID that he wants to purchase. Once customer will click on purchase, so we can able to see here DID purchase successfully. So this is how customer can purchase the DID from his customer portal. And from the admin portal also, we can directly assign that DID number to the customer. So I will show you how we can do this. We have to go to the DID section, and as already customer portal has purchased the DID, we can able to see here release option. If customer will not purchase the DID number, then we can able to see here assign number. So from the admin portal also we can directly assign this DID to customer by clicking on assign number, and from here we can get drop down of customer's account. So by selecting the customer account, we can assign the DID from the admin portal itself. So you can see DID purchase successfully. So we can directly assign the DID from the admin portal. If admin wants the DID should be purchased by customer, then from the customer portal also customer can purchase the DID. We assign the DID number to the customer so that customer can make the inbound call. So now the thing is, when customer will dial the DID number, so ASTPP has to know where to forward or route the call. So we have the option here forwarding. We have to click on it, and once we click on it, we have the option like call type, and here we can see many options. The first 6 options are without adding PVX features in our ASTPP portal. So if we add any add-on PVX features, so we will get these features: ring group, conference, queue, IBR, and time condition. So today we are going to discuss about DID local, DID at IP URL, direct IP, other, PSTN, SIP DID. So before explaining these options, I am going to explain some important thing about the inbound flow. And those are, as I have already mentioned, DID number should be publicly accessible DID number. It means anyone from outside ASTPP server can reach to the system. So when someone dialed the DID number for routed or forwarding the inbound call ahead, we have four configurations in our ASTPP. So the first one, DID provider need to know where to route the call. It means you need to give your ASTPP server IP to the DID provider so that they can route the call to ASTPP server when they receive any call to that DID. And the second configuration is DID provider IP has to be whitelist on our ASTPP so that system will allow only those whoever come to this IP. So where we can whitelist on ASTPP, I am showing you. We have to add by clicking on it. We will get the option account, so we can select the account, the provider account which we already created, DID WW. So we can give a name, DID WW test, just for make the test, and the IP we have to mention here is, suppose it's 1.1.1.1, and we can add this to the IP settings by clicking on save. So we can be able to see here this is successfully added. Then the third configuration is DID should be assigned to a customer account. So as I already shown in this video how customer can purchase the DID or admin can assign the DID to a customer account for making an inbound call. So we can see the first and second point, if it is configured, and third is not, then also call will not going to route further on our ASTPP. So now the last configuration for an inbound call is where you want ASTPP to route the DID call. So now I am going to explain you about these six options that we have, how we can forward the DID call or maybe the inbound call. So as I already mentioned, we have the option for forwarding. From here we can get this six option. We have first a did local. So here a did local and zip did both are almost same. In both the cases we can put zip device or extension here. If we select did local or maybe zip did, we can put here the zip device or maybe extension where we want to route the call. So zip device means, suppose I can see here the zip device from the customer account. Suppose we want to forward the call to this zip device. So what we have to do, we have to put this zip device number to here, zip did, or maybe selecting DID local. We can paste it here or write it here to forward the call. The difference between did local and zip did, if we select zip did, then CLI we can see the DID number, and if did local we select, then we can see the CLI, the extension number. So this is the only difference in between DID local and SIP-DID. In both the cases, we can put SIP device or the extension number where we want to route the call. So the next is DID at IP or direct IP. So in this both options, again, the only difference for direct IP, if we want to route the call to other switch, then we need to write the IP here for direct IP case. Suppose if we want to route the call to other switch like IP 1.1.1.1, so we can write it here and we can save. And for DID at IP, if we write any number here like 123 at 1.1.1.1, the IP, in that case CLI will be going to change with this number. So in this case CLI will be 123 or maybe whatever the number we will mention here. And in direct IP, only the IP we have to mention here. For changing the CLI, we can select DID at IP URL. So this is the only difference for direct and DID at IP URL. And then the PSTN. So in PSTN, if we want to route to any mobile number, so you can select here PSTN. And the last option is other. So in other, if we write the bridge string like we can see in free switch dial plan bridge lines, for an example like maybe it's Sophia gateway a gateway name or test, and then the destination number. So like this we can forward the call by writing here the bridge line and clicking on save. So this is how, these are the 6 types how we can forward the DID call, and we can able to see here DID forwarding set successfully. So from here we can successfully forwarding the call. This is how we can forward our inbound call on our ASTPP. Once again, the complete flow of inbound. The first thing, we have to create one DID number which should be publicly accessible. We can purchase it from DID provider. Once we created the DID number, we have to create the DID provider account and assign that account under the DID, and we have to assign the DID to the customer, or maybe customer can directly purchase the DID number. So after creating all these configurations, we have to select the forward so that ASTPP can route the call ahead. So we have the option forwarding here. So with these 6 features, we can easily route the call for an inbound. So this is how inbound flow is working on our ASTPP.